free market. I believe in capitalism. I believe in entrepreneurship. But when you've got a CEO of a company making more in 10 minutes than ordinary workers are making in an entire year, and the CEO is the one getting the tax break, and ordinary workers are getting nothing. And if the company goes belly up, the CEO gets a golden parachute, and the worker loses his or her pension. Something is wrong, something's not fair about that, and we've got to change the way the economy works. So it's not good. We're going to take away tax breaks from companies that are shipping jobs overseas. Give those tax breaks to companies that are investing here in the United States. We're going to make sure that our trade agreements have labor standards, and environmental standards, and safety standards. And our workers aren't being undermined, and our consumers aren't being liquidated. We're going to invest in infrastructure, roads and bridges, but also broadband lines so that all of us can participate in the internet superhighway, and making sure that we're investing in the science and research that will keep the economy on the cutting edge. And by the way, we can do that if we stop spending $10 to $12 billion every month in Iraq. We can start spending our money right here at home. We can look at this economy and make ourselves more competitive. That is something that I intend to do with the President of the United States. On education, I want to make sure that we're investing, first of all, in early childhood education. So every child is prepared when they start school to control the achievement gap. And then I don't want to just talk about how great teachers are. I want to reward them for their greatness by giving them higher salaries and giving them more support, more professional development. And I believe in high standards. We have to have high standards to compete with kids in China and kids in India, especially in the maths and the sciences. We've got to have high standards. But high standards cannot be measured just by a single standardized test, because I don't want teachers teaching in a test. I want our kids learning art and music and science and literature and civics and history. That's what makes school exciting for our kids, sparks their imaginations. And I don't know about you, but I think we have to make college affordable for every young person in America. So we're going to provide every young person $4,000 tuition credit, every student, every year. But young people, you're going to have to give something back in return. You are going to have to spend some time in community service, work in a homeless shelter, work in a veterans home, join the Peace Corps. We'll invest in you, you invest in America. Together we can take this country forward. That's what I do in the President of the United States. And finally on the war and on foreign policy. My job as Commander-in-Chief will be to keep you safe. I won't hesitate to strike against those who would do us harm. And I know that the first obligation of Commander-in-Chief in keeping you safe is maintaining our military, so that means training our troops properly, equipping them properly, treating them with the respect that they deserve, putting them on the proper rotation, treating our National Guard, who is hosting us here today, with the kind of respect they deserve, treating them properly when they come home. No more homeless veterans, no more begging for disability payments, no more waiting for hours in line to get service from the VA. We owe our veterans. They have performed magnificently on our behalf. But it also means using our military And the war in Iraq was unwise. It distracted us from going after Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan and Pakistan. It fanned the flames of anti-American sentiment. That's why I opposed it in 2002. That's why I will bring an end to it in 2009. We will be as careful getting out as we were careless getting in, but we are going to bring our troops out of Iraq. I don't want to just end the war, I want to have the mindset that got us in the war. You know, I've had arguments now with Hillary Clinton, John McCain, and George Bush. Because I've said I will meet not just with our friends, but with our enemies. Not just with leaders we like, but leaders we don't. I want to restore a sense of diplomacy as a tool of American power. I remember what John F. Kennedy said. He said, you should never negotiate out of fear. You should never fear to negotiate. That's what strong countries do. That's what strong presidents do. That's what Kennedy did with Khrushchev. That's what Reagan did with Gorbachev. That's what Nixon did with Mao. That's what I will do when I'm President of the United States. Talk to our adversaries. Tell them where America stands. Try to resolve differences without resort to war. We can lead on going after terrorists and on reducing nuclear stockpiles and helping poor countries deal with the devastation of HIV/AIDS and deal with the genocide in Darfur and lead on human rights and due process and rule of law so that we can close down Guantanamo and restore habeas corpus. Because you have a president who has taught the Constitution and believes in the Constitution and will obey the Constitution of the United States of America. That's our mission. That's our mission, that's our goal. But it's going to require work. Our politics is always subject to division and distraction. The status quo in Washington, the special interests, the corporations, the lobbyists are not going to want to change easily. Not even Democrats necessarily want to change easily. They've gotten out of the habit of listening to the American people and trusting the American people. So, our job in this election is not just change parties in the White House, it is to change a culture, a way of doing business, so that the American people's voices are heard once again, so that you have advocates who are fighting for you and accountable to you. You have a system of government that is transparent, and that the American people actually have confidence in. That's what we're trying to restore in this campaign. But I need you to do it. If you do it, then I guarantee you we will win Oregon, we'll win this nomination, we'll win the general election. You and I together will change the country, we'll change the world. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here's how this is going to work. I probably have